Hey guys! So I wanted to share with you this little thing that I've been testing out, and I think it's not too bad. We have some pillowcases over here, pillow shams. And the way pillow shams work, if you buy them online, is you get the cover, but you don't have the pillow insert inside. Let me show you guys. So it usually comes with the insert, right? But if you don't have the insert, you have to buy another pillow, a little pillow to put inside the little pillow sham. And I didn't want to just buy a pillow to put inside of it, since this isn't used at all. This is just like a decorative thing. I went online and I wanted to see what suggestions do people have about putting, like stuffing the pillow instead of having to just buy a pillow to put inside. And I found out some people recommended putting clothes inside. And I tried jeans. Lewis had some old pants lying around, so I just tried that. But the problem is that it was sagging on the bottom and it looked really unsightly. And then I found out, Clinton, and then I found out that if you stuff it with plastic, it would work pretty well. That's what people were saying. So for the past month or so, I've been saving a lot of the plastic packaging that we've been getting. So for instance, Amazon stuff, this kind of stuff. And I decided, let me stuff my pillow with it. The only problem is that it's kind of crinkly, but if it's just solely for aesthetic and no one's gonna sit on certain couches, like the one by the window, nobody sits there for sure. It's just the cats. Then you can just stuff it in. See? So I have the air packs? I got a whole bunch in, and the unpopped ones are kind of lining the front. And I think it's about like 10 or 12 in the front. And then after that, I just stuffed it with all this like trash plastic inside. And I have to say, it doesn't look too bad. So that one has a pillow insert. This one obviously has plastic inside. And it's gonna work for the purposes. And it's just gonna sit on the couch. No one sits there. And we'll see how it works out. People were recommending that you, at least on the Instructables one, they said you're supposed to like slice it into slices. So let's say you have it this way and then you slice it into strips. The only problem with that is that if you wanted to wash this pillow sham, you would have like so much mess. So I just like started stuffing the thing in there. I don't know how it's going to be if I had like not a smooth fabric. So for this one, I think I have a lot of flexibility because it has like a fur-like texture on it. For this one, I'm not too sure. So this one obviously has a pillow inside of it. This one is a lot more forgiving. Can you shred clothes? I could shred clothes, but it's kind of heavy. And then what I realized is that the heavy clothes kind of sags on the bottom. You see what I'm saying? So it would kind of just like look like it's melting of sorts. But as long as no one touches it, I think it's okay. Wouldn't paper towels be a quieter solution? Hey, you know what? Actually, I never thought of that. Yeah, I think maybe paper towels would have been a quieter solution. But I just thought, okay, well, it's going to go to the landfill anyway. Let me try and repurpose it of some sort. And I was kind of surprised. So I had one full bag just full of all this like crinkly plastic, and it really made me realize, man, we have so much plastic coming in. And it's not even that I'm trying to buy things with a lot of plastic. For instance, when I get toilet paper in, it comes in a plastic bag. Paper towels comes in a plastic bag. The sardines that I eat comes in plastic. And what else do I have? My instant noodles that I bought one time, it came in plastic. So it's just like a whole freaking bunch of plastic. It's crazy. So, yeah. As long as you don't touch it, it doesn't make much noise. But I figure in the event that I ever wanted to have like a whole bunch of pillows over here, I would just stuff it with plastic or paper towel. I would try a different solution because I know I just don't want to buy like all these pillow inserts, especially if I decide to go through a phase where I want to have like tons and tons of pillows if it's not really even being used. Yeah, nobody really sits on this thing. Only the cats sit on it, or Lewis when he wants to put on his shoes, but he doesn't sit on this couch. He sits on the plushy couch. See the plushy couch over there? The plushy couch. Let's see. 14 giant rolls from Costco for 13 bucks. Oh, that's not bad. I think we use sparkle paper towel of sorts, and it comes out to, let me think. I want to say it's like over 20 bucks for that. We don't live near a Costco at all, so it doesn't really make sense for us to go to Costco. What happened to my keyboard project? I'm waiting for Lewis to come home right now. I didn't want to work on it myself. I was like, nah, I don't feel like it. But I still have to put my keyboard back together. If I don't put it back together, then I don't have a working computer. Yeah, we don't live near Joann's either. Also, you know the scratching post that I bought the cats? That scratching post is not being used at all. Only the main one's being used. And I'm kind of irked by it. I bought, yeah, the same one scratching post. Let's see if you guys can see Clinton. You see him? Look at that guy. Clinton. Yeah, everybody's still using this scratching post. I bought one and I put it right next to the bed. And it has not been used yet, to my knowledge. Despite using all this catnip on it, too. I guess they really like this one, but oh well, eventually they'll use it. Associate the new post with something fun. I put like a whole bunch of catnip on it, and the only action I saw for that post was Oreo eating the catnip, and that was it. Clinton. Is this evil pillow stuffing? No. It is not evil pillow stuffing at all. Oh yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna eat dinner. I just wanted to make a little stream on that, and I know most people probably won't use my stuffing suggestion, but it does help if you have a couch or some surface where you're just filling it up with pillows and you never ever touch it. Like one of those couches that nobody sits on, and I use a brown one all the way at the end. Like I take naps on there sometimes, but these couches, no, they don't get used. The only thing that sits on here is pillows and plushies. And the one next to the AC actually gets used by the cats. I noticed Oreo and Clinton, they sleep right in front of the AC, which is really smart. How do we get notifications on Discord for the streams? You don't get notification on Discords for the streams. I think like you could see if a user is streaming, but I haven't linked up my Discord to my channel. The best way you could get notification would be just hitting the bell icon or subscribing. That's it that I'm aware of. I know, I love my pillows. I think it was really, really cute. I didn't like the original pillows that was over here. I don't know if I ever showed you guys it, but it was just so boring and mundane. And I wanted like nice fluffy ones because I thought they looked really friendly. And then I thought, hey, I want something that looks a little bit more refined. And so then I got this one over here. See that? I think it looks like a little chocolate, like a green chocolate. So that's why I like having these that one and that one. And it was kind of how would I say? I think it was like $12 for two of them, and it was just the cover. But I thought to myself, okay, Erica, well, even though it doesn't have the pillows, you can just use the interior pillow from the other pillows. I'm not too happy with it. I think it looks kind of flat. And I sort of want to stuff that one with plastic, but I have a good feeling that because this is, I think, velvet, if I stuff it with plastic, it's going to have all these lumps and bumps. You see what I'm saying? So any lumps and bumps are hidden with the faux fur. But for this, because it's so thin and smooth, I don't think it's going to hide it at all. Uh, yeah, I don't know. Maybe the YouTube algorithm is just acting up. So there's sometimes like some people that I'm subscribed to, I never get notifications on their video. And it irks me because I'm subscribed to them and I don't know why. And I think that happens with like a number of people who are on YouTube. They post something and nobody really gets notifications, so they don't know that they're posting, and it takes a dent on the it makes a dent on the analytics of sorts. Oh, you can only notify your subscribers 3 times per 24 hours. Okay. I've been watching Homestead Tessie a lot. Um, Homestead, you know how to spell that? Homestead, Tessie, Tessie. I think she's an absolute sweetheart. She was saying how her hubby lost his job, and before that she was asking her subscribers to pray for her, and so I was praying for her as well. And thankfully it seems like her husband has a job now. So yeah, she's a very frugal person. She is like a joy to her, so I love watching her. She has chickens, which I'm so envious about because I wish that I had some chickens. But I know, Clinton, no chickens for you. No chickens for you. But she lives in I think she lives in a mobile home somewhere. I don't know what state though. She is a really great person to watch, and I'm surprised her channel's not even bigger, but for whatever reason, maybe YouTube doesn't recommend her as much. I think she has like 41,000 subscribers, and I would figure she would have more subscribers, but she doesn't. Yeah, I mean, like 41,000 sounds like a lot, but I mean, I love her content so much. I would think that it would have more. She has this thing where she does like Thrifty Tuesdays or so, and she shows all this like thrift store hauls that she gets. She buys like maybe like a pot holder for 25 cents. And here I am over here, like, really? You can buy something from a thrift store for only 25 cents? Jeez, in Hawaii, I think the cheapest thing I've seen is like 99 cents, and that's like a total piece of crap. And New York, I imagine like a lot of stuff would be $1 or more. So she finds some really good, she gets some really good stuff. She also volunteers, I don't know if she volunteers at a soup kitchen or something like that, but yeah, from what I remember, she volunteered somewhere, or she helped out somewhere. Yeah, tech people would always get more subscribers. I think when it comes down to things like prepping and homesteading, not too many people can get into it. Oh, and also there's another person that I keep up with. His name is like the Angry Prepper. I think he's based in New York. Yeah, I'm 95% sure he's based in New York City. But he tells people how to prep and how to prepare, and I've been listening to his videos. He had a video recently about how to collect what to do if there's a drought in New York. And thinking to myself, oh crap, maybe I should follow his suggestion and start um, figuring out something for water. Like buy some 5 gallon jugs of water and just do small little things, because I do believe that if anything happens, it's gonna be how it was a couple months ago in terms of the stocks, the shelves getting cleared out. All it takes is people to start panicking and panic buying, and I don't want to place myself in that kind of situation. But I was reading online, and I do follow like our preppers on that's on Reddit. Individuals were saying how they've been prepping since like the 1980s, and they spent over $10,000 on prepping, and they found out the only thing that they really used was a few canned goods and like their N95 mask for the pandemic. But yeah, I do think prepping is very important. If we had a basement, for sure I would be doing a lot more prepping. Over here, yeah, we don't have that much space, shall I say. And the other concern about prepping that I think is that, let's say you have a garden, right? Let's say you have a garden and you live somewhere where everybody knows that you have like a vegetable garden. I kind of think, if stuff hits the fan, like people are gonna want to raid your garden. And I know this sounds like doomsday apocalyptic stuff, but I just kind of think like, yeah, if your neighbors knew that you had chickens or you had a garden and they were low on food, then who knows? Maybe they would come and band together and take your chickens or take your crops. Yeah. So, and privacy is not really guaranteed as much as before, because now people have drones. So if food, let's say, was in low supply, then you could just fly a drone over all these people's yards and see what they have. Yeah, it's hard to have like 3 months supply of food and water. And the reason why I say that is I heard you're supposed to drink like 1 gallon of water every day, right, per person. So you figure three months would be like what, 90 gallons of water just for myself. That's a heavy amount of water to be putting in any place, especially an apartment where you're kind of questioning how well this place is built. Yeah. So my thinking is for the water situation, buying like one of those tub things. You know what I'm talking about? Like I forgot what it's called. It's like aqua. Oh my god, it's like this. Anyway, it's like this big thing that you put inside in your tub, and then you can connect it to your faucet, your tub spout, and it can fill the whole thing with water. I think it can hold upwards of like 100 gallons of water. But that would be really good in like a worst case scenario sort of thing, and you need something to tide you over. I don't see that happening to New York's water supply, um, but it might be good to have. Yeah. In the meantime, I do think maybe we should have like a couple gallons of water lying around here, just because. Oh, I've heard about that, My Patriot Supply. I've heard about that. I know, Clinton. I know. phone is at like 5%. It's dying on me. Hello, Blackberry. Does it reach? It does reach. Yay. Okay. I'm ready. I have no problem with Chinesium. Canned raviolis and spaghetti. Yeah, it's gonna have to be some vegan raviolis or vegetarian raviolis. The other concern I have is that, let's say worst case scenario happens and you do need to, stock up and prep and things like that. I just think like it makes me worried because I just wonder like how much of it would be like all for like you can't tell people what you have because then you become a target. And it's one of those things where I hear in like certain areas, if people need to borrow like a cup of flour or a cup of sugar, you would naturally say, oh yeah, you can borrow that. But if it is turning into a situation where food is kind of short and someone needs food, right? Do you give them food? And what if they find out you have like 100 pounds of rice or something? It's yeah. I think that maybe I'm overthinking it, but it's kind of tough if you live in like close to a neighbor and the neighbor knows like if you're a prepper or something like that. Yeah, first rule of prepping is not to tell people you're prepping. Or the people who do prep, you notice they never disclose where their location is. They don't say what or at least most of them, they don't use their first and last name. They just say like, my name is, I don't know, Roger or something like that. Mm. Yeah, everyone's stocking up on that kind of stuff in ammo, right? And I understand, why people do that. It's just kind of scary because I think that if things got really bad, let's say you are armed, and if someone knows, hey, that person has a stockpile and that person has a weapon, what's preventing them from getting 10 20 of their friends and just trying to bust open the door? It's very easy to do it. What I've realized in terms of the rioting that was going on in New York, even if you have a security gate now, the heavy ones, they can lift it up. If you have like about 30-40 people, they can lift up a security gate. So it's not like even having a heavy metal gate deters anybody. It's all about if a bunch of people come together and pull together their strength. If people can flip a car, like 5 people, 6 people can flip a car, that people can easily break down a door. No, I don't have any. He should know. I mean, like, he knows that I have to put it back together today. Yeah, I love eating butter rice, actually. I just, like, cook rice on the stove pot, and then I put a bunch of butter in there with vegetables. I chop it up, and some salt and some pepper, and then let it cook for about 20 minutes. Oh gosh. Yeah. So, it's all things that I have in mind. But if I do have, I mean, like, I don't have enough space to have, like, a whole bunch of stuff here. And I noticed, like, even the stuff that we have around the house, we've kind of been depleting it a lot. And I kind of think that sometimes maybe I'm having a false sense of security because we live so close to grocery stores and things like that. I don't want things to get worse. And if things get worse, then okay, we might get screwed. The only thing that I did prep, as strange as it sounds, is I have I try to keep an extra month supply of toilet paper. I know, I'm such a freaking American. An extra month supply of toilet paper around the house right now. So I don't have like a toilet paper shortage at all. I figure in the event that I don't have toilet paper for 1 month or a couple weeks, then that should be long enough for me to find additional toilet paper. In terms of food, I think around the house we have, or at least for me, I feel like it would be pretty easy for me to acquire 1 month of food. Yeah, like if I look around the stuff around the house, yeah, I could probably make do with about 3 weeks of food. Lewis, not so much. I don't have a lot of vegetarian food around the house that I think he would want to eat. Yeah. And the problem with stocking up like the food he eats, it's either very perishable, like fresh vegetables and things like that, or it requires a freezer. And I remember I was talking to him about it, and he was thinking about buying a deep freezer of sorts, but I said, where are we going to put it? You know, we don't have space for a deep freezer here, and just putting all this vegetarian food inside. And I kind of worry, like, what if the power goes out, right? I mean, okay, vegetarian food doesn't spoil as easily, definitely not as easy as meat, but still. No, okay, let me see. Chicken flavored ramen? I'm pretty sure it has chicken in there. I'm pretty sure. Let me see. I might have some chicken something here. So let's see. I have shrimp flavored ramen. My guilty pleasure is instant ramen. I love instant ramen so much. Yeah, see, so this one has, do you see it? Where'd it go? Natural shrimp. Natural shrimp and lobster flavor. So this is not vegetarian friendly. And this one, which is a spicy Korean one, this one has, well, it has MSG in there. Oh, whoa, it doesn't have any beef in here. I'm kind of surprised. You guys see? Yeah, there's no beef. I'm surprised. It has tons of MSG in there though. Wow. Okay, look at this. Manufactured in this facility. Okay, whatever. But this one definitely has it. It has a beef extract. Where is it? Yeah, see? Beef bone extract. Oh, I can't wait to try this. I haven't had this in a very long time. I know. Tons of sodium. Why do you need a prep? I'm kind of worried about a second wave happening, and if a second wave happens, remember what happened last time? All the shelves were empty. And I don't want to place myself in a situation where if I go out to buy groceries and I don't have groceries, then we have nothing to eat. Right now we have instant ramen to eat, which I don't mind eating instant ramen. I think it might be because, you know, at heart I really love my instant ramen. I love my junk food. I love my Taco Bell. Uh, yeah, I'm eating healthier, but I those are my guilty pleasures. I can live very happily on instant ramen with egg inside and some vegetables and kimchi. But it's not good for you. It's not good for you. So I want to prep because I want to make sure that if store shelves are empty and if for whatever reason hits the roof, we have a good amount of food. Yeah, I'm gonna have a hard time figuring out where to store 55-gallon barrels in this tiny little apartment. Yeah, I think chicken flavor ramen does have chicken inside, you know? Yeah, so if you want to dilute this, one of the things you can do is just use half of the sodium packet. You see that? So instead of the sodium being 700, it'd only be 350 if you only use half the sodium packet. Especially if you use only half the water. Half the water, half the sodium packet. Then you're not bad. Oh, I love eggs so much. I just bought some... Oh, actually, did I even take out my eggs? I went to the grocery store. I don't even know if I take it out. Oh, no, I didn't take out my eggs. So I went to the grocery store. And I got this vegetable one. And it's vegetarian. It doesn't have any... it doesn't have any meat in it, so Lewis can eat this one. But these are my eggs that I bought. So I'm trying to buy it from this one grocery store because they have the cardboard packaging. I think this is like $3.50 for a dozen. Yeah, it was $3.50 for a dozen, but yeah, it's good to buy an eco-friendlier version rather than the plastic stuff. If I feel like walking, I'll buy this one, but if I feel lazy, I have to go buy the plastic one at a place 5 minutes away. We go through quite a bit of eggs a week. We go through, let's see, we go through about half a dozen eggs a day. So it's like 42, yeah, 6 times up, 42 eggs. 42 eggs in a week. We eat a lot of eggs. Ooh. Yeah, I've never tried it yet, so I have to see how it tastes. But I do love my instant noodle. Right now, my big fixation with in terms of instant noodles is putting in zucchini and radishes. You know, radish like daikon or the small little red ones or the white small ones. I really love that. Hey, Tarman. Yeah, we're doing fine over here. I gotta put away these eggs. Oh no. My grocery, what I buy so little freaking groceries. It's kind of funny. Today I went volunteering for a food pantry, and it went well. It went well. We got done an hour early. It was like a whole bunch of lifting. And one of the things that I realize is whenever I finish volunteering at that food pantry, because it requires like a bunch of lifting, it I come home and I'm so freaking tired, and normally I have to take a nap. What were we lifting today? I think we were lifting a bunch of crates that had, I want to say the crates were about 30 pounds, 20, 30 pounds. So we had a bunch of that to lift up, and yeah, it was just kind of tough, but I like it. If I exercise, I rather exercise doing stuff like that than feel like a hamster at a gym. Sorry to those gym goers, but I can't get into exercising at a gym. If I have to lift things, um, it's a lot more appealing to me to do that, like lifting heavy boxes, like warehouse work to get exercise in, rather than like lift a weight. Yeah, I actually should go to the gym when the gym opens, because I want to get a little bit more toned. I don't want to end up looking like a block of instant noodles. Oh, thank you for tuning in, Tarman. Ooh, what is that? Red Rashid. Ooh. Oh, ice cube, butter and garlic. Oh, John, that sounds amazing. Anything with butter, garlic on a grill is fantastic. Like, try that with like mushrooms. Oh my goodness, mushrooms are so good. Butter, garlic. See, this is why I cannot be a vegan. Like, things like butter is just, oh, it's so tasty. I love butter too much. I refuse to eat margarine. I refuse to eat margarine. But yeah, I do love a good yakiniku too. There was a place in Hawaii. It's called Gen Yakiniku or something like that. GEN. It's like an all you can eat Korean yakiniku place. I used to eat like beef ribs, pork cheeks, you name it, brisket. I just went crazy eating so much meat. I think it was like $25 for that, all you can eat. But I eat so much meat whenever I go there. I feel like I got like most of my month's meat intake just from eating there once or twice a month. You know what you guys gotta try? You guys gotta try this thing called lilikoi butter, passion fruit butter. I don't know if they sell it outside of Hawaii, but oh my goodness, lilikoi butter is amazing. Oh, it's so tasty. Cinnamon butter must be really awesome too, though. Oh, Rem. Oh, you're making me so hungry right now. I had tofu with, what did I have for dinner? Tofu with, oh, I can't even remember. I'm trying to think what I chopped up today. Oh, tofu with this, oh my god, I can't remember what this thing is, but it's like this bulbous, broccoli-like vegetable of sorts. And with beets. And then I put some soy sauce and, yeah. It was an interesting combination of food, that's for sure. Lilikoi, Lilikoi. So I'm mostly vegetarian over here. And yeah. No, it wasn't Brussels sprouts. Oh my gosh, I can't remember. But it's like this, it's like broccoli stem, but it's a bulb. Ground beef, onion, tortilla done. Wait, you don't put any like other spices in there, like paprika or butter? I mean, not paprika or pepper? I'm sure you put in spices. Cauliflower, artichoke. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I love tacos very, very much. But I will always have a soft spot in my heart for Taco Bell. Despite all the people hating on Taco Bell, I'm a big fan of Taco Bell. There's just something I really love about the triple layer nachos and a cheapy taco. I know. Blackberry, I gotta have more refined taste, right? Here I am, instant noodles slash Taco Bell slash junk food kind of queen over here. Oh, yeah, I love my junk food so much. But I'm trying to limit it. Healthier substitutions. You know what I really miss? If you guys remember, McDonald's had this grilled onion white cheddar burger. You remember that? It used to be on the dollar menu before. It was a burger with grilled onions on top and white cheddar cheese, and it had like some kind of it had this like tasty. I want to say it's like a balsamic sauce on it, but maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was just really caramelized. That was so freaking good for $1. Oh my goodness. I was so sad when they got rid of that burger. I was like, I could have eaten tons of those burgers. Oh, guess who's home? Hello.
Hello.
I'm streaming right now. I was talking to people. What? Oh yeah, we gotta work on that later. Afterwards. Did you see my little chair?
It's adorable. Where'd you get it?
Oh, it was downstairs. Try sit on it. Try sit on it. It's kind of like the equivalent of your chair, and you'll see.
Oh, I wash my hands first. Can't anything to filthy coronavirus written outside.
No, it was not. Someone put it outside. And it's not a chair, it's more like a stool. It's a rocking stool, believe it or not. It's really strange. I would show it, except I have to move some stuff because I have the laundry right there. I'll show it to you when I do my other stream. I also have air filters that I need to put away. I think it's actually for feet, but I'm not too sure. Try sit on it.
You have a rocking chair.
I know, right? Here, actually.
Is it covered with COVID?
No, it's not covered in COVID. Look at that. Look at my little rocking chair. I know. I have to move some stuff. Yeah, did I exit that address? I did. Nah, I just wanted to make sure I did that. What? No, because I wanted to make sure.
Address that anybody can look up by Googling my name.
What? No, don't say that.
Give me address that it takes
I have our
19
laundry in the
seconds
back.
For anybody with an internet connection to find.
Yeah, so see, it's our little rocking chair. It actually rocks. That's the only downside about living in like a studio apartment. When you have to do laundry, it has to just sit in the frickin' living room. It sucks. Hey, I have the thing on the look on the table behind you. Yeah, I put it up over there. I think maybe you were granted something. No, I have a washer. A washer.
A lovely quality dinner from a lovely quality woman.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so this is my rocking chair. So you see that? That is it. See it?
COVID.
I think it's actually a footstool, but if you, it actually rocks. Do you see it? Like it actually rocks. I think it's for feet, but it's a pretty good height. It's actually a pretty good height. How can a washer fit in your place? Oh, that's a good question. Okay. It's a portable one. So I saw this and I was like, what is that? I was thinking, is this like a two-piece? And then I rocked it and I was like, oh, it's a rocking, it's like a footrest of sorts. Do you see it? And I was just like blown away by it. But I'm pretty sure it's supposed to go with like some kind of um, matching chair. But I'm just using it as that. I know, that's what I'm thinking. It should go with a rocking chair. It's gonna end up being my chair if I want to sit next to Lewis, because he has his rocking chair over there, and he's all by himself. Since now the gray chair only has room for him, so this is my little rocking stool of sorts. Yeah. Yesterday when I was doing the keyboard stream, I actually had to sit on the ground. I was like, argh. I don't really mind sitting on the ground. A lot of Asians sit on the ground. It's not that big of a deal, but sitting on the ground for long periods of time without a cushion, not good. Not good. Yeah. So I liked it. I wiped it down and things like that. And yeah, it should be fine. I think, you know what? I think I'm really fortunate in a sense because when it comes to living in New York, a lot of things that people throw out, it's because they're moving. So we got let me show you guys this really quick. Let me see what this is. Oh, this is the recent thing I got. I got it last week. It was a couple blocks away from our the apartment. And when I grabbed it, hold on, let me show you guys this. One moment. Look at this. Look at that. So you see this rack over here? Yeah, so this is a new rack holding everything. And you can see how I tried to organize it. That way, Lewis, if he's like, where's my protein powder? Your protein powder is up here. You know, where's the soap? Soap's over here. Toothbrushes are over there. His deodorant, he always asks me where his deodorant. And then there's the cat food, of course. So I moved all the cat food over here. Most of it, not all of it. Some of it's still on that side, on the shelf over here. And yeah, see that? So we have the cat food next to the snacks. And then underneath that's instant noodle stuff. No, it's not wine. We have no wine over here. And yeah, and then there's my Christmas tree. Here's a Clinton. If he looks a little too small for this cat bed, he is. He had this when he was a little cat, and now he's a big cat. So yeah, now he's a big cat. And he still tries to cram his big body in this thing, so it is what it is. Yeah. And then there are my little plushies, things like that. Ooh, passion fruit. Hey, hey. No, it's a beet. Red beets. Oh no, it's a broccoli. I tried to get some healthy vegetables. I forgot what the name of that vegetable is. Grr. But yeah. So, yeah. I know. I think like you find much better stuff here in New York than you do in Hawaii for sure, in terms of what people get rid of. And I know it really sounds strange coming from me, but like when people are moving, they will just like put their stuff outside of their apartments. I saw like I've seen like a ton of shoe racks. I've seen like handbags. I've seen people clothes and things like that. And I think it's really nice. I just donated a bunch of clothes today. It's like this little free thingy-majingy, free community swap of sorts. You can just drop off your clothes, and I think I'm gonna be doing that moving forward. sometimes they have those like charity bins. Have you guys seen that? And I don't like the idea of that because a number of it is like for profit. So what they do is they collect the clothes, right? And instead of distributing it out to the poor, they will just bale it and then sell it off. And whatever they can't sell off, they might just have it go to like a third world country or something like that. Or, yeah. And I don't like the idea of that. I think the clothes that we donate, I want it to actually go into the hands of individuals who can use it. I don't want a corporation or a company making money off of it. So for me to drop off our clothes at this like community place where I know the clothes are going to get passed off directly to another individual, where that individual can use the clothes, that's something I like to support, and that's something that I really believe in. Oh, that bag of tortilla chips, it's not that big. It's really not that big. It's 30. Oh, my chips fell down. This is it. It's 32 ounces. It's not that big. I got this actually. I should actually eat this soon because. Oh yeah. Oh, it expires later this month. I got this when the outbreak was happening. I have sauces on the bottom if I knock them over. One moment. I gotta put some stuff away. Where are my chickens to go? Okay. Yeah, so yeah, high voltage. I agree with you. You know, if you have at least in the Goodwills in Hawaii, I knew a person who was constantly going to Goodwill daily. That was their hobby. And they said that there are certain people when they put things on the shelf, they instantly just go through it. Like they know exactly what time the employees are going to go out and then they just grab them straight from the bins. So whatever you find most likely in Hawaii in terms of like specific locations, it's already been kind of like picked through. Or there was always a small chance that the employees put things away for themselves, right? Or put it to shop Goodwill. And then I hear the same thing for what is it, Savers, for instance. Savers, they get a bunch of donations, and they what they do is they only give back I think 10% or so of their profits back to charity. It's something really small. So, yeah, I rather if I do a donation of things, I rather have it go directly to individuals. I used to donate a few things to those charity bins, and they were almost like brand new pants, and I don't want to say I kind of regret donating it, but now that I know that there's like community drop-off places where you can just put the clothes over there and people can feel free to grab it, I rather do it that way. And it's something that I really, really support. Yeah. If it goes directly into the hands of individuals, that's the way to go. I was watching a documentary about that where they were saying don't assume that those charity bins that you see, it goes to good causes. Oh yeah, someone's gonna watch this and be like, what? How come this like little DIY pill thing turned into an hour? It is what it is. And I think it's very, very important to give back to people. And um, my thoughts are is that we have so much consumerism going on that if we're able to, and I know this is gonna sound kind of, I don't want to say anarchist in a way. I'm not really an anarchist, but I think that if people can pull together certain resources and distribute it amongst themselves for certain things, right? Like furniture, like if you're moving out, instead of it going straight into the landfill, like put it out for your neighbors to grab or put something on Craigslist. And that is so much better than going to a store and buying a new thing. And then if it's like a piece of crap, like there's a lot of piece of crap furniture out there. Yeah, just do it that way. Oh, I already ate something. I already ate something before I did the stream. This is not brand new. You talking about this thing? This is definitely not brand new. You can see over there. Yeah, it has like some scratches on it, but I'm like, oh yeah, you can see on this part over here. Yeah, of course, pool used goods. I was seeing something and they were saying that they feel like if it's going to be discarded, you can pull those resources together. Um, I think that really is a good way to reduce the amount of wastage going into our landfills. But for new stuff, like obviously they're not going to distribute new stuff for free. I mean, new stuff for free, right? But if you have it lying around and you have no need for it, it's look at this. Look at the scratching post getting more use again. Yeah. And I'm going to show this. If you guys have a cat and your cat likes scratching, this is like a $45 scratching post. If you find it on Amazon, like an Amazon warehouse, sometimes you'll find it as low as $28. This is a really good scratching post. So I would highly recommend buying it. I can't recommend buying two because it seems like one's been unused right now, but buying one at least for the cats is really good. Hmm. Yeah, I know some places, and I'm not gonna say what places, but I have experience where some places they they pay the person who's in charge of it, and then all the other labor is outsourced to volunteers, and those are unpaid volunteers. So it's like one pockets all the money, and then the other one has to do most of the work, right? And I honestly think it's it's very sneaky. But that's the way how you get free labor out of people. And I think the way that they get around this whole idea of why do certain people get paid big bucks for organizations that are mostly run by volunteers is they might justify it and say, well, it's our expertise that allows this organization to be so valuable, and we rely on volunteers. But those people want the big bucks due to their expertise. Clinton. What is it, Clinton? Goodness, Clinton. He grabbed my he went through my cord. Did you guys see that? I'm sorry, you guys. This is what happens when he pulls the cord and it's connected, it just snaps to the tripod. Oh no. One moment. Yeah, you know what else I hate? I hate plastic tripods. I'm going to tell you why I hate plastic tripods. So, we have 2 of these plastic tripods here. If you guys look at it, you see it has a hole over here? See this? This is why it keeps snapping. Now, if this organization was better, whoever made this, ideally I would think make sturdier plastic, but we've already gone through 2 tripods where it's either snapping off. Well, we had 2. This is one. The other one, we have it at the store, and this thing just like mysteriously disappeared. So it kind of sucks, and I'm trying to figure out like I have to like put that on my like to-do list. Like get a new tripod. Get a new tripod, but pray this freaking thing lasts because it keeps breaking. Yeah. Get an old tripod and a phone adapter? Really? A phone adapter? Like what's a phone adapter on a tripod? But wouldn't it kind of be like one of these plastic snappy ones again? I'm not too familiar with those things, but yeah, that's why when Louis says like Chinesium stuff, I'm like, for frick's sake, please make something a little bit more durable. Not this crap over here. Especially because, you know, I'm using this tripod like so often. Do you guys have any recommendations about what kind of tripod I can buy? Like, let me know. Actually, you know what? Let me know in the description. Not in the description, the comment section, what tripod you would recommend me getting, because I don't want to buy another tripod and then this thing keeps breaking off on me, and it kind of sucks because maybe I'll find a way. I don't know how I can do this, but I want to put like I want to salvage this because I think it's such a freaking waste that I have to get rid of the whole tripod if nothing can snap in here. You see what I'm saying? Like the rest of it works fine. It's just this part that sucks. Ah, a metal tripod. Hey, I got a question. Do they make all metal tripods for cameras? You don't know? The Manfrotto mini tripod. You wanna look that up really quick? That sounds expensive, Manfrotto.
Manfrotto mini tripod costs $21.49.
Oh, it sounded Italian, so I thought it was expensive. How much does it go up? How high does it go?
Don't know.
Oh, that's like a tiny one. I need a bigger one. It's like 21 bucks. Yeah, I want one that can kind of go up like this one, for instance. This one, you see it, you can shrink it down. So I like that. But this freaking thing, like this thing is, you see that? That's why it keeps snapping off. It's just made out of plastic. Okay, Howard says I need to go to B&H.
No, very bad place.
That is a good idea, right?
You won't have any money left in the
Wait, I'm a YouTuber. I'm a YouTuber, and I influence 9 people to hit the like button. So I think I should go to B&H. Erica goes shopping for a tripod. I'm like, excuse me, I'm an influencer, and I have a small channel, and I need a really good tripod because I don't want to deal with this. See, it's like things like this. Okay, this is the, oh, thank you, Tim. So this is like one of the things, like, you know, I like saving money, right? I'm really big on saving money, but if I use something often, like this tripod, you know, I'm using this basically every single day. I think that I want to buy a quality one because even if I buy a cheap one, if it breaks, that's just money I'm throwing down the drain. So I don't know if I can, you know, salvage this or so if without this piece. See that? I don't think I can just like put a new attachment on it because it looks like it's one. Actually, maybe I can. Maybe I can just unscrew it and just put a new one. But you get what I'm saying? Like if you have like a piece of crap and it always just breaks on you. Oh wait. I could. Haha! I just get a new piece on this and I should be okay for a little bit. But it's a real pain in the ass when these things break, and this causes like a little bit of stress in my life because I don't like dealing with replacement costs. I want to have something that works and I don't have to worry about this piece of crap plastic snapping off on me. And you know if this thing is like utterly useless, right? It goes straight into the landfill, and I don't want things to be going to the landfill directly, especially if I can avoid it. So I do not mind buying a better quality tripod at all because of how often I use these tripods. Maybe one day they'll make a one that's some metal of sorts and it doesn't just snap off. Like I said, we have an identical one at the store and we lost this part because it just snapped off. It sucks. Yeah, buy quality. The thing that's broken that seems to be the head. Yeah, maybe I just need to buy a new head. Ah. Oh, I can buy a metal adapter on Amazon. Hey, you know what? Okay, if I buy a metal head, I think that would solve my problem completely because this is perfectly fine. It's just this part that's a piece of crap. Hey, so I found out it's my tripod head that's broken. So I just need to buy a metal one and I'm all good.
Yeah, but you go to B&H, you won't have any money left.
What? Just wait, I'm gonna go in B&H and I'm gonna buy like the red camera version of a tripod. Be like, you know, I just wanted to justify my $200 tripod purchase because it was nice and shiny and aluminum. Nah, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I don't know. Thank you. Thank you, Rem. I will. Yeah, okay, Gareth. I'm just gonna replace the head and I'm gonna look for a metal one. I think Jim might have linked me one. I can't click on it right now, but you know, I'm gonna take your suggestions and just do that one. I really learned something from you guys. That's why I love streaming. Like you guys teach me so much. For me, I think most people, if they had this, they'd be like, wait a second, do I just have to throw the whole thing away? Ah. Oh, hey, they have an aluminum phone tripod mount. It's shiny. I think everything should be made out of aluminum. Okay, maybe not everything. I don't agree with like cooking pots being made out of aluminum, but I do love aluminum. It's nice and pretty color. Buy red camera Clinton 8K. I don't think you can handle Clinton in 8K. Oh, ooh, black. Yeah, you know what? I might take your suggestion. I'm gonna look at Jim's suggestion. I'm gonna look at Remdog's suggestion, and yeah, Lewis is very stingy. He is so stingy. I know. He goes to B&H. That's the thing. He goes to B&H. He does go to B&H, and you know what the other thing too is? He goes to B&H, and when he comes out of B&H, he buys this like camera stuff that seems very pricey to me. But he's not so stingy that he makes 2 pennies bleed. He doesn't make pennies bleed. I mean pennies cry. I wish we had a B&H or Micro Center in Australia. What? You guys don't have a B&H here there. Yeah, B&H in New York, last time I checked, they are not open to the public in the sense that you can't walk around. You have to do online orders. And then after you place an online order, then you just go to the cashier and you're able to pick it up. You cannot walk around the store like before. Hey, is B&H available to walk around yet or no? Oh. So Liz doesn't have to worry about me wandering over to B&H, like looking at this stuff. I'm kind of tempted to if I went to B&H, like do a live stream on it and say, ooh, let's see what Erica wants to buy. But I don't think I would really find anything I want to buy at B&H. All I really need is just this tripod mount and that's it. Yeah, I just need a tripod mount and I'm good. I don't have like a love for all these gadgets and things like that. I just want a working tripod and a working laptop, and I'm quite happy with that. Oh, and I gotta do my working drawer. I have not done that. What? You'll have to stop you buying lenses? What lenses? I use my camera to stream, you guys. Hey, you know what? Your bank accounts are probably happy you don't have a B&H. Can you imagine how easy that temptation is to buy stuff if you're at one of those stores? Like I'm not a big camera person. I don't do audio. But I imagine if you're really invested or you really like that kind of stuff, like B&H would be your favorite place to go to. And you would just be like a kid in a candy store. Yeah, he likes B&H, but he doesn't like how whenever he goes there, he feels the temptation to spend money. And their stuff is not cheap, like from what I see. Like I've seen some cameras on their stuff. I'm like, jeez, who buys such expensive cameras? Like, why do you need a camera so freaking high megapixel? Like, I don't want. I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like if it was so high megapixel, you could see a cat dander and things like that, and Clinton's white hair would be on heavy focus, and yeah, it's just too clear, way too clear. Okay, so Gareth and Tim and Jim, what would you guys buy if you were able to go to B&H? Like, what would be your number one thing that you would feel very tempted to buy? You're buying quality that you can pass down to your grandkids? Wait, are you kidding me? You think anything that Lewis owns is gonna last that long? No way. No way. Especially like this camera equipment stuff. Like TSA broke a camera lens, so I'm not seeing how any of this quality stuff can last that long. Computer upgrades. Oh, sounds like an expensive camera. Yeah, we have everything all in one. We don't, because this is like one studio, like everything that you see all has to be meshed up in one room. So the laundry has to be all in one room. The cat's food all has to be in one room. Um, yeah, it's like basically everything's all mishmashed into one room, and I kind of hate it. I wish it was more sectioned off, but it is what it is. Lenses from 100 years ago are still usable today. I don't know. I don't know. Do people really use lenses from 100 years ago? That's my question. Like now everybody wants like the newest megapixel camera, and I think that it's gonna come in like 30 years. No one's gonna want the cameras that we have now. No one's gonna want the phones we have now, for sure. Yeah, nobody would use a lens. Yeah. The only people who would, I think, like those kind of cameras and those lenses would be collectors. Yeah, but it's not a big market. We can't see 8K yet. Pool is making 8K stuff. Yeah, I don't know. It's just... Oh, normal people know. Yeah. Okay. Filmmakers use it. Yeah, not too many people use that kind of stuff, though. Not in this day and age. I mean, now when I think about people taking pictures, right? They would just grab out their smartphone and just take a picture that way. Nobody wants to take bring really a camera with them and then lug it up, and yeah, it's just like an all-in-one, easy peasy kind of thing. How is New York? Would you recommend holiday there? You know what? I think I can't really say. I would not recommend coming here. Definitely not now. There's really not much to do. Um, a lot of things are closed. If you want to eat at a restaurant, it's takeout only for a lot of these places. I don't know if they're still doing, if they're doing eat-in, but from what I see walking around, I don't see anyone eating inside of restaurants. Yeah, I see everybody kind of just pick up and go. And I think that if you like New York, you'll just mostly like it maybe for restaurants. And look at these kids. Oh, did she give Clinton a kiss? Or was that the bag? I can't tell. Yeah, I think Oriole's in his man closet right now. Yeah, there's nothing special about New York. Oh, look at that. So remember those $2 catnip mice that I keep shilling to you guys? Yeah, these mice get a lot of play. They get a lot of play. So if you guys have cats, buy these $2 mice off Amazon. They're a really good purchase. Yeah, I think like Blackberry's getting a little slimmer now. She was gaining a little weight and I put them on a diet. However, it kind of backfired on me because it seems like Oreo's eating as much as he did before, and because Blackberry's the last to eat, she's probably the only one on a diet. Oreo is still very tubby. And he cries when he notices the food bowl doesn't have any food. So it's been an uphill battle with Oreo. Because he wants his food and he's very persistent about it. He's the first one to eat at the food bowl too. Ooh. Hold on, let me try and redo this freaking camera mount. I'm gonna buy a camera mount today for sure. Thank you guys for letting me know about that. Camera tripod head, I think that was it. And I know it got linked in chat about that. Come on. But yeah, if I buy a Meta one, hopefully I never have to replace this thing in a long time. Because I do not want to replace this stupid thing. Let's see. It also doesn't help that I have a credit card holder in the back. I keep my credit card in the back of my phone, so yeah. Oh no, come on, snap me. Haha, there we go. Ah, 1/4 inch screw. So any form of... Thank you, Gareth. Yeah, I gotta buy 2 of them actually because the one at the store, the top fell off. So if I buy 1, I might as well buy 2. But actually, now that I think about it, I'll just buy 1, test how it is, and then if that's good, then I'll buy 2. Don't do that with credit card. Get a real wallet. It's able to steal. I haven't noticed anyone stealing my credit card yet, so yeah. I think I'm okay with that. What do you think? Hello there, Clinton. Apple Pay. No DDs all. Nah, not every place uses Apple Pay. It's really freaking humid. It's weird, but I think it's as hot as Hawaii, or even hotter than Hawaii right now. Like, it, I remember like it was hot in Hawaii, but I don't remember it being so hot that I go out for like 10 minutes. I'm like, oh, I want to go back in. Clinton? Let's see. Look at that face. Yeah, so in case you guys wonder why we have toilet seat covers over there, it's because sometimes the cats like to sleep on those things. It's very strange, like the way this apartment is right now, it's so cat friendly. It's kind of funny. We'll have things like randomly on the floor, like bath mats and cat beds and toilet seat covers, and yeah, it's like the cats own this place and we're just living in it. Okay, night, Gara. Thank you for the advice. Oh, and thank you, Jim, for sending me the tripod link. Hey, so New York has a higher humidity rate than Hawaii right now. Did you hit? Huh?
Yeah. Disgusting.
That means Honolulu is a nicer place to live than New York.
Too expensive.
What? Hawaii's like the same price as New York. I think he would be happy living in Hawaii. I don't know, man. Can you imagine that? The battle-hardened New Yorker living in Hawaii? Yeah. Actually, he would not want to live in Hawaii because if he had to come over to the stateside, man, that's a freaking 12-hour flight. 11-hour, 30 minutes or so flight. It's brutal. That's why whenever I go to Hawaii, it's like I dread the flight more than anything. It's like going on the plane is like, oh god, and I feel so dehydrated. So if you guys go on a plane, like a long plane ride, make sure you bring at least, like for my thinking is I try to bring at least 2 liters of water on me, 2 or 3 liters of water, empty bottles now, mind you. You know those cheapy plastic ones? I bring that and then I refill it with water before I get on the plane. And that way I don't have to worry about being dehydrated on the plane. I know the air stewardesses, they give you water, but they give you these like small little 4-ounce cups. You know, the really tiny cups? I'm thinking, are you kidding me? You think that's going to be able to sustain me for 12 hours on a flight? Hell no. So I like drinking a bunch of water on the plane, but when the stewardess comes by and offers water, I normally take the water as well. No, I get the 99 cents bottles of water, you know, the liter bottle of water, and I drink it before I go on the plane. And this is like days before or so. And then when I get through airport screening, then I refill the water in the water fountain. I don't want to buy airport water. Are you kidding me? No way. Yeah, I can't click it, John. I know that they used to have, it looks like disposable waters, but it's reusable. Yeah, I can't click it. I don't have Clio on me, so I don't have an alternate screen right now. But you know what? I'll check it out after I'm done with this stream. What's a Harvey's order? What is Harvey's order? Yeah. Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about. Ooh, that sounds tasty. Ooh, you're waiting for food. What food did you order, huh? You know what I could use right now? I could use some French fries and I really want to eat chicken nuggets. That's what I really want to eat right now. Oh, chicken nuggets. What do you mean if it's not Taco? Oh, whatever, John. I know other restaurants besides Taco Bell. I do. I'm very familiar with Burger King, okay? Don't make fun of me. Yeah, with this shutdown, or with the quarantine thing, I haven't gone to Taco Bell. Taco Bell is about like a 20-minute walk from where we live. It's not that far, but I don't want to walk over to Taco Bell because Taco Bell tastes horrible if you take it out. Like, I only like eating Taco Bell inside a Taco Bell. If you wait more than 5 minutes, it's not as good. So I try to eat it immediately after I get it. And I don't want to walk on the street eating Taco Bell. So by the time I get home, after I take out Taco Bell, my food tends to be soggy. And yeah, I'm not happy about that. So that's why I don't take out Taco Bell. But who knows? Maybe I'll go eat Taco Bell tomorrow. Who knows? Maybe. I really feel like eating those triple layer nachos now. Ugh, I miss it so much. I don't like Chipotle that much. I've tried like the burrito from Chipotle and I didn't care for it. I think I've been Taco Bell fan too much. I'm like, I don't want this thing. It tastes so boring. People tell me like Chipotle is amazing. I'm like, I don't think so. I will gladly take like the beefy crunch burrito from Taco Bell any day over Chipotle burrito. But they don't have the beefy crunch burrito anymore. I'm very, very sad about that. Beefy crunch burrito with Baja Blast and a triple layer nachos. Oh, that was like my favorite thing to get. The sodium content is killer. Yeah, they had these like caramel apple empanadas that they got rid of. Yeah, that was a sad, sad time when they got rid of that. They've been changing up the menu. I haven't kept up with Taco Bell in a while. Before, I used to read the Taco Bell Reddit for... I used to be an avid fan of that Reddit. And I used to read up, like, the hacks that people would say. Well, not really hacks, but substitution recommendations. And I followed it, and... yeah. If you go to Taco Bell, by the way, here's a tip for you guys. If you buy any burrito from Taco Bell, make sure you get it grilled. Ask for them to grill it. So you know when you get like a quesadilla or something like that, you know how it has those like nice little crunchy marks on it, like it's charred on the grill? You can get any burrito grilled for free. Yeah. So, and you can, that grill alone, just like charring it a little or making it crispy, makes like a crappy burrito turn into an amazing burrito. So make sure if you don't like Taco Bell burritos, get it grilled and then report back and let me know what you think about it. Because grilling it is just, oh, it's so good. It's so good. Yeah, so I used to get the beefy crunch burrito and I get that thing grilled. Oh. Oh, Amber. What was your first pizza? Was it pepperoni? I kind of miss eating like CPK pizza, you know, like barbecue chicken pizza. That's good. I don't eat KFC. They had this, I know this is gonna sound really strange for me, but they had this little PETA expose of it where allegedly like the workers in some of the Tyson farms were spraying, I don't know if this is true or not, but spraying like spray paint in their eyes or something like that. And I just thought to myself, and I don't like the way, like I hear about these like things that Tyson Food, the chicken company, does. I thought to myself, I don't want to really eat much chicken that comes from Tyson knowingly. and I don't want to eat really KFC. So that's why I think I only eat KFC maybe like once every 4 years or something. But it could actually be going the same way. Like I don't know where McDonald's sources their chicken nuggets. So, but after I heard about that, I heard that about that in high school. I believe I told myself, I said I don't want to eat at KFC anymore. Could have changed. It could have changed, but yeah. I won't eat at KFC, but I will eat at Taco Bell. And now that I think about it, I think, is KFC the same company as Taco Bell? Because if it is, maybe their chicken is sourced from the same place. I'll have to check. But yeah. Ooh. Cheese pizza is amazing. I wasn't a big fan of cheese pizza until I came to New York and I tried Two Bros Pizza. And I know people would be like, oh my gosh, Erica, Two Bros, that's like $1 pizza. I like Two Bros cheese pizza more than I like the places that charge $4 for a slice for their cheese pizza. Yeah, it's under Yum, yeah. Yum Company, Yum Foods. Yeah. Taco Bell. Okay, well, I mostly eat just the beef from Taco Bell. I love Taco Bell so much. Yeah, I don't really eat chicken. I rarely eat chicken. My preferred meat would probably be like, first of all, I would eat sardines. Most of the time, if I'm eating meat, it will be sardines, and then followed by lamb. I like the idea that lamb is like most of it. I heard most of it's like grass fed or pasture raised, so I like that. And then I'd follow that by grass fed beef. But sardines, cheap, tasty, healthy, good. And then lamb, and then grass fed beef, and then like regular beef, and then chicken. So like chicken's not my favorite protein source. But I will consume chicken. Like I do consume like chicken bone broth. I buy it from Trader Joe's. I like to do like a 75% beef bone broth and then 25% chicken. I like the taste of it together. So I still consume chicken. I don't have any qualms about eating chicken, but I won't go out in a restaurant. I normally buy chicken. Eggs, if you put enough butter and garlic on the egg, it would taste amazing. I only eat my eggs scrambled mostly. I'm a big fan of scrambled eggs. I feel like a 5-year-old eating scrambled eggs, but that's the only way I like eating my eggs in the morning. Wow. Nah, it must be easy to cook for. At least lamb is kind of on the list. Lamb, butter, garlic. No, butter and rosemary and pepper and salt. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Amber, I love the mild sauce too. Oh my goodness. I know I should like spicy sauce, but when it comes to Taco Bell, I love having like the hard shell taco and this mild sauce. Oh yes, it's so basic, but it's so good. It's just great. Yeah, there's something about Taco Bell and their sauces and their taco and the taco show. It's just like that combination of it's just tasty. Even if I go to like a more expensive taco place, I've tried tacos with like steak inside of them. I don't know if I just have really like cheap taste or what, but I'm like it's not as satisfying to me as a Taco Bell taco. I think it could also be nostalgia though because I ate like a good amount of Taco Bell growing up. So when I try those tacos, I'm just like, it reminds me of happy childhood memories. And yeah, versus like a steak taco, I'm like, you know, it's good. It has higher quality ingredients, of course, but it's not. It doesn't evoke those kind of feelings within me. So I think that's one of the reasons why I go back to Taco Bell. I remember the first time I remember like one of the first times I had like the Taco Bell nacho cheese, Taco Bell nachos with just the cheese sauce. One of my friends had taken it out from Taco Bell and they had it sitting in their car and they said, Erica, do you want one? So I tried it and I had never ordered like the nachos with the cheese in such a like many years, right? And I remember when I first had my first bite, I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is amazing!" And it just, I just like that. That's why I love the triple layer nachos so much. Yeah, it's comfort food, yeah. But nachos and the cheese sauce is more expensive than getting a triple layer nacho, so that's why I go for the triple layer nachos. Yeah, so it's refried beans and the cheese and red sauce, and then normally I get it with black beans and onions. And I used to get it with like avocado ranch and or Reaper ranch sauce with the nacho fries, or I think that's what they called them back when they had them. But yeah, normally I just do the regular plus onions and black beans. You know what you could do, Amber? You could just make quesadillas at home. You know, cheese quesadillas. Like get one of those tortilla shells, buy some shredded cheese, and then put it in like a pan. And then, you know, sear it so it's crunchy on both sides, and then put the nacho sauce on it. I mean, the cheese, the Taco Bell sauce on it. That's what I do with it. I love eating quesadillas with the Taco Bell sauce. I haven't tried a real Philly cheesesteak. I've tried Philly cheesesteaks, but I don't know what a real one really tastes like. But I'm not a big fan of the Philly cheesesteaks. Nacho Supreme is good, but you know what? I think it just has, like, I'm not a big fan of the sour cream. So that's why I just get my triple layer nachos with just like $1.50 in Hawaii. Oh, me and my cheap foods that I just like. I know I could buy more expensive stuff. You know, I could buy the $5 nacho trays or something like that, the $10 nachos. Like, Lewis wanted to do takeout yesterday, so the first time in like a couple months he got takeout burrito. And he asked me, "Oh, Erica, do you want nachos?" So I got the nachos, right? They were freaking $10 and they were pretty disappointing. I would have taken my Taco Bell nachos any day. Ooh, fake ones have onions and peppers that real with steak and cheese in them. Huh. Ooh. Like Andre. Making us all jealous over here. Dang. Normally I don't like grilled chicken burgers, but I kind of want to eat one now. Damn. I have to still try Chick-fil-A. You know that one? I've never tried it yet. So I want to do a food review of that place, but ever since they did, you know, they had the COVID stuff, it's like I can't go inside of there and stream it. Yeah, soggy nachos suck. That's why I don't want to take off from Taco Bell right now. Crappy nachos. Ooh, okay, so Jim just broke his diet and ordered 6 spicy wings and waffle fries. Uh, all this tasty stuff. You know, I've never tried White Castle. I want to try White Castle, you guys. Like, I was telling Willis that. I was like, oh, we passed by a White Castle. I want to go there, but it's not really good if he goes there for obvious reasons. Yeah. I want to try like White Castle because I've heard from people that their burgers are crap. And I want to really taste for myself how White Castle burger tastes like. Like if it's crap, I want to spend money so I know it tastes like crap. Does that make sense? I think it's all that Harold and Kumar kind of thing, right? They had that White Castle thing. So maybe that's why I want to try it. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay. JD knows what I'm talking about. They have frozen. Have you guys ever tried frozen White Castle? Like, I've never tried it. I've seen frozen White Castle, but does it taste similar to the White Castle that you try in the store? Does anyone know? I was gonna just try like the regular plain old little burgers with the cheese. Clinton. Hello, Clinton. Clinton? 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 You know what I have a craving for right now? Fish and chips with tartar sauce. That's what I want to eat right now. Fish and chips, fried fish and chips with tartar sauce and lemon. Oh, so good. All this talk about burgers and things like that. Yeah, we passed by. We passed by White Castle. I know. I know. We got the fish and chip lovers in this chat. I haven't had fish and chips for like a number of years, but you know what? I'd even take a filet o fish right now. Filet o fish is not bad, but it's kind of expensive. Ooh, calamari's good. You know, I was not a big fan of calamari until someone who I knew was a calamari fan told me, hey, you gotta try calamari at this one restaurant, right? And then I tried calamari and I was like, oh my gosh, fried calamari is amazing. Some of them now, not all places, but some places have amazing fried calamari. Oh my gosh, I could just like eat so much of that. Yeah. There was actually a place, I forgot where it was called, but we went to a place with we went to a place like Italian restaurant over here with some people, and they ordered fried calamari as an appetizer, and I tried it. I was like, oh my gosh, it's so good. So tasty. Oh yeah, when you have good fried calamari, it's really good. Okay, not the frozen, okay. Oh, fish and chips with malt vinegar. Oh my gosh. why does it why does it have to be 10:53 p.m. right now? Now I need a burger and fish and chips with malt vinegar and tartar sauce. The only person who probably has food in front of them is Andre. Or Jim's waiting for food maybe, and that's it. Oh, I heard about that, John. I heard about that. I don't know if it was New York City, but they said the only thing they draw the line of was like fried Skittles or fried M&Ms because it makes a mess. Yeah, maybe I'll do it tomorrow or something. I don't know. It's kind of late. I don't think Louis wants to fix computer right now. Oh, double stuffed Oreo. I got a double stuffed Oreo probably sleeping in the closet right now. What is a Nando? Nando. What is that? Nandos. Nandos? Quentin, you know what a Nandos is? You know what a Nandos is, Quentin? Quentin? This cat. Quentin. What a big cat this cat is. Ooh, posh chicken chain. I don't think I can think of any chicken place that can be considered posh here. Why are you shoving your butt right near me? Ooh, look at there. See how much use this scratching post got? So you see how the scratching post didn't move when Clinton was scratching it? That's the really great thing about that scratching post. The base is so solid that it doesn't tip over. Oh, I went out of business. Oh, I heard about there was this one restaurant, right? Listen to this. So they had a watermelon katsu sandwich. So it was like a fried watermelon sandwich of sorts. So they got a watermelon, they brined it, and they smoked it or something, right? You know, watermelon, the fruit, and they put some breadcrumbs of some sort on the outside, and they said it was supposed to be like wagyu, you know, wagyu beef, you know, that expensive beef. And I wanted to try it because I'm very familiar of how a katsu sandwich would taste like. But unfortunately, the place closed down. So their $10 watermelon sandwich, vegan watermelon sandwich, could not keep them in business. I was like, oh, and I think there was a YouTube channel of sorts. I forgot which one it was, but they did a review on it, and unfortunately, when they do the editing, you could see that even though they were saying like, "Oh, it's good," I would order it again. You could see their reaction when they were biting into that sandwich. It was like, yeah. So I think the only way I could do maybe like a food review with Lewis is going to a vegetarian or a vegan restaurant, and then that way both of us can tell you guys what we think of the food. But if it comes to like meat only stuff, obviously he can't join me. But I wanted to try some of these, like, these creative vegan vegetarian substitutes. Like watermelon, fried watermelon fruit sandwich. Like, that sounds really interesting to me. But, sadly, that place went out of business. And I guess the chip shop went out of business, too, so... Yeah. But, you know, John, I kind of wonder, assuming that they deep fry anything, wouldn't the fact that if people have a fryer at home put them out of business? Right? If you wanted to deep fry something like asparagus, you could do that at home. Aww. Go with Copass. I have not tried deep fried ice cream, you know. I've not tried that. Yeah. I wanted to get a deep fryer and make some awesome french fries and homemade tortilla chips, but I kind of went against it. Homemade tortilla chips are awesome, though. I was seriously looking into buying a deep fryer to make tortilla chips. I decided against it because I thought, like, shit, I don't know how much I'm deep frying at home. It's not very often at all. Yum cha. What is yum cha? That sounds like a tea place. Like a milk tea place. Ah, my goodness, Anja, you missed all sorts of things. We were talking about Taco Bell, we were talking about chicken, we were talking about, earlier we were talking about stuffing pillows with plastic. And then someone suggested using paper towels inside. I thought, oh, that's not a bad idea at all. Oh. And I was showing off my little sidewalk find. Look at that, it's like a rocking stool. I don't know if it's a stool or a footrest, but see, it rocks. Yeah, so that was my find today, and then we were talking about fish and chips and White Castle and all sorts of things. Just food related stuff. I know this is I do these short I try to make these short streams and then I chat with you guys and then what's supposed to be like a very short stream turns into an hour 50-minute stream or more. Someone's gonna look at this video and they'll be like, really? This DIY pillow stuffing really has to take 1 hour and 50 minutes? Oh well, it's the nature of my stream. See, Andre? Andre had like a whole bunch of food. Yummy food too. Ooh, old pantyhose. Yeah, I don't wear pantyhose, so. But I can definitely see how that works. I was saying use old plastic lying around, like plastic bags or plastic packaging. See this stuff? So it's like airbags, and I have my little yakisoba thing and stuff for, yeah, just like a whole bunch of stuff, like plastic bag and my Chapaghetti thing. I kind of was curious to see how much plastic I could accumulate in the month, and it's quite sizable, but a lot of it is actually the Amazon packaging stuff. So yeah, if they didn't use so much of these air packs, you see this stuff, yeah, I just slashed it with a utility knife. Turtle death in a bag, yeah, definitely. I'm happy though that I could actually use it to stuff a pillow instead. I kind of feel like if we live in a place and we have a bunch of pillows, you guys will probably know, like, frick, Erica probably stuffed all those pillow shams with plastic. And I'm like, yeah, it's all crinkly. All my pillows are crinkly or has paper towels inside of them. So yeah, that's what I decided to do. I didn't want to buy another pillow insert because I thought, well, the pillow doesn't get any use. It just sits on the couch. It's one of those decorative pillows. So, you know, and if anybody sits on it and they're like, what is that crinkly noise? I'd be like, well, you know, in just being lined and being eco-friendly and reducing the waste instead of buying a insert for the pillow, for a decorative pillow, mind you, not a sleeping pillow, a decorative pillow, I just stuffed it with a bunch of plastic. Yep, so you can see that's the plastic pillow over there, and these two have pillow inserts. You want to hear how noisy it is? So this is like the regular pillow. See that? Doesn't make any noise. But then you got my plastic pillow and it crinkles. My crinkly pillow. So I put a bunch of the airbags inside in the front, and then I stuffed it with plastic. But it's not bad, actually. I really like it. I really, really like it. And it serves its purpose. It's a good way to reuse that plastic that's lying all over the place. Ramen bag, plastic. Amazon small little bag, plastic. Yeah. And it just sits on the couch. It's purely a aesthetic, useless looking pillow. Nobody would put their head on one of these pillows. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about an air fryer though. An air fryer is what's DomCon food stock? I'm worried if I use it in like food ingredients like rice, inevitably it's gonna get bugs in it. Something like this. Look at that. That's like close to a month's supply of plastic that we got in. So you can see my artisanal bag over here. We got the yakisoba cover. And then just all this air packaging. But you can see, like, I got a whole bunch of air things today, and these ones are, it's the whole strip. So this is in the front, and then after that is all my, pop plastic. So, yeah, nobody sits on these things, and it really is just a trash pillow. And if I didn't stuff my pillow with it, you know, this would end up in the landfill. So I figure might as well just put in a pillow, because if I buy the material for it, the pillow, it's not even going to be any use for it. It's just we don't use plastic bags for shopping. We use reusables. But I do have some plastic bags, and oh, look who made his appearance here. Someone has woken up from his nap. Oreo, you wanna say hello? Oh yeah, earlier I had fabric lining this thing. The cats puked on the couch back there, so I had to clean up the thing. Is it still comfy? I don't use any of the pillows for comfort though. That's the thing. Like these pillows up in the front, they're kind of stiff. So I would consider this comfy, but keep in mind it's kind of crinkly. It's not hard at all. It's like a pillow. I would sit on it, but because it has air packs, I know it would break on me. So is it comfortable to hug? It's not bad. It's kind of soft. It's kind of like a plushie, but it just makes a lot of crinkly noise. But for purely aesthetics, I think it would work. I don't know how it would normally work if you have it on a smooth piece of fabric, but if you have like something like this where it's like this faux fur thing, it kind of hides a lot of the wrinkles. See, versus like this, you can kind of see how the bulges. See it? So I heard that the way to get around this is you're supposed to cut the plastic up in strips. So let's give me an example here. So instead of like, yeah, you're supposed to cut them up in fine strips. But the only downside I see about that is if you, let's say you wanted to wash a pillow sham, right? You would have to remove all those little fine chunks off, and I'd rather just take out big chunks of plastic instead. But if you wanted to do a, why do I have all this cat stuff on here? If you wanted to just stuff a decorative pillow, then you could easily do it like this. Just keep in mind it's gonna crinkle. It still needs to be assembled. Hello there. How are you? You wanna say hello to your fans? How are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? I think he's losing a little weight. I think. He looks a little bit more svelte in the back, at least to me. How are you? How are you? Wanna come over here? Let me move here. Come on. I know. What? He was looking at something and I was like, Aria, move over here. Between you and me, you guys, I still have to wipe Oreo's butt, so I don't know if this food is actually working. It kind of makes me sad because I thought the food was working. He's been on the food for over a week, and I'm probably gonna give it another 2 weeks. But yeah, he still has his smearing issues. I've had to wipe his butt the last 3 days. Yeah. And this is already the prescription food, so it kind of makes me think, oh crap, we might have to go to another prescription food, and if so, and if that doesn't work, then yeah, the next option is ultrasound, but I want to give him like another week or two of this food. It's been definitely a lot of trial and error with this food. Yeah. So he finally eats the wet food, but I have to like really chop it up in little pieces, and finally they got used to it. So yeah. But he looks good. I think he looks good. He looks healthy. No, it's not the vet. The vet said that you know, you go down the list, right? You go prescription food, and then I'll try the other prescription food, and if that doesn't work too, then it's like he's been through about 6 different foods. And if the food sensitive foods don't work for him, right? Then maybe there's something else. But only an ultrasound can find that out. What was that? Did you hear that? Maybe that's why he's so tense. He hears something outside. It sounded like something was hitting the windows too. Did you guys hear that? That was crazy. Good check. What was that? I'm not gonna know. That's why Aura looks a little tense and distracted. That is it. Aria, you wanna come here? Come here, my boy. Aria. Aria. Come here. I get free hats. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep up with the prescription food. See if that works out. Yeah, he's been on Dr. Elsie's made a high protein food. I tried him on that. I tried him on Hill's Science hairball control or something like that. That didn't work. I put him on this sensitive digest Royal Canin. That didn't work. Now he's on this Hill Science ZD. Doesn't seem like it really works. He was on a wellness previously. That wasn't working either. Just yeah, and he was on another food, and I can't remember what it was, but all the foods has not cleared up his issue. He's been on 2 different types of probiotics. He's been on he's on a supplement right now, a multivitamin supplement, and that hasn't helped. He's been on a bunch of stuff. Yeah, I even tried the pumpkin puree, pumpkin powder. That didn't help either. Yeah, that didn't help. Even the pumpkin didn't help. So I've tried almost every single suggestion here. And no matter what, his issues still remain, and I can't figure out what it is. I think the solution probably would be maybe put him on a raw food diet, but I don't know how really handling all this raw meat, raw chicken, and chopping it up and mixing it with the powder will really go. Because you imagine the refrigerator will probably be a horror film with all this meat. I don't mind handling those organs and things like that, but it would not look pretty. Let's put it that way. 9 out of 10 stores, Greenies is the best selling product. Everybody loves Greenies. These cats love Greenies. They're great. But I've had to definitely whittle down the greenies consumption ever since I've been trying to do this elimination diet for Oreo. How's life as a vlog girl? Same old, same old. It's just me chatting with you guys. And right now I have a cat who's Oreo. Oreo. What is that chasing Oreo? Jeez. Look at that stretch. Oh. Hello. Yeah, I think he lost a little weight. I'm not too sure. But he looks a little less bloated. I want to put him back on the Costa Queen. But it's tough to say because I feel like if they were on Costa Queen, it makes them puke. But I kept them off the Costa Queen and they still puke. Like someone is not digesting their food right. And I don't think it's Oreo. I really don't. Someone pukes their food out basically whole. And I think it's Blackberry who does that. Come on. Who was the best influencer? Influencer on people? Definitely Oreo. I don't think anybody dislikes this cat. But in terms of subscribers, unfortunately, Lewis wins for now. Oreo will win soon. You know what, Jonathan? The food coloring won't really help because that means I would have to feed each cat a separate food color, right? Like Oreo would be, what, pink, and then Clinton would be blue, and then Blackberry would be, I don't know, another color? Oh yeah, you're right. If there's one dislike on an Oreo video, we just assume that's Lewis with his shill accounts or something. Look at this little guy. Hello, Oreo. He's like a little teddy bear. No, it wasn't. It was like a one-time thing. He's not like, he just got like a bunch of cat treats and that was it. It's not like he has like an ongoing sponsorship or anything like that. You know, a lot of these like things that you see, like this sponsored video, it's just like a one-time, like they send you stuff and then you give like you tell them what you think and that's it. Oreo, can you do something cute? I know. Or Clinton doesn't make enemies with his sponsors. Oreo, you think you can get sponsored? You know the problem with Oreo is he's such a sensitive tummy kitty. He's gonna be hard to sponsor because what am I gonna say? Oh yeah, he ate the cat treats and then he had poop issues later on, right? He has poop issues to everything. A lot of reviews are sponsored actually. What is this, Oreo? Rem, you know what? If I had a sponsor, I would definitely tell you guys about it, but I think you guys know me well enough. You guys would be like, okay, America's just sponsoring because it's just a sponsored video. Sometimes when I see people do sponsored videos, I have like a different view on them now. Before I used to think like, gosh, oh, thank you, Tim Tim. Oreo, you got your first sponsorship. Huh? What do you think? Yeah, this is why Oreo doesn't have a sponsor. He doesn't really do much. He just you don't even face the camera, Oreo. He's a difficult client to work with. Um, yeah, now when I see YouTubers and they have like sponsored videos, I don't think, I don't think much of it because I look at it and I feel that a lot of people who are YouTubers, depending on their channel, they might not be getting that much um, revenue, right? Ad revenue to their channel. And if they have a video and they can make, let's say, $200, $300 from one or more, right? From one sponsored video, and they've been doing a lot of content, then I don't see anything wrong with it. I'm like, okay, it's no different than having a TV show and then you have, ads on your primetime TV show in between. That's what I'm saying. So like, some people like they don't like the sponsored videos that some YouTubers have. I'm like, you know what? You want to make some extra bucks? Go for it. Go for it. You know, or some people they say like buy my clothing line and use my discount code blah 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 blah. You know, I'm like, okay, if you sell one or two, go for it. I don't think, yeah, I think there's a difference between promoting. Like, if you have a video and you say, oh, this video is sponsored by blah, 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 they make, I don't know, blenders and they make top of the line blenders and you guys should check it out. Like, that's fine. Because I see some YouTubers with that kind of content. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Or that shillin' voice. Like that one YouTuber guy who shills his store, man. Every time I hear his videos, I want to just skip past it, but I can't because it's actually on his live streams. But I hate that. I hate that video. I really do. I'm like, oh my gosh. I don't see the mobile game shillers too much. I don't even know what glass wire is. You're more likely to see me shill something like 4 sigmatic tea or something. But you know what, I probably would not be a good reviewer, and I'll tell you why. Because I wouldn't be all like, yeah, 4 sigmatic, it has so much health benefits and da 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 da. I mean, like, do I really look like that kind of person who would be taking tea for health benefits? Not really. Not really. Even when I do try things like my fermented cod liver oil pills, I'm like, yeah, it seems like it works pretty well. I don't know if I'm really having much of a benefit for it, but I feel more energetic and level-headed with it. So I think it makes a difference, and fish oils aren't bad. See, like things like that. It's not gonna be like, yeah, people are gonna love hearing that sponsored video. Yeah. This tea goes great with Taco Bell. I mean, like, I would try it, but it's not like I would try it long enough so you could try the health benefits, right? If you try a tea once or twice, you can't really say, like, yeah, this is really healthy and it really helps burn a lot of calories. Yeah, there's sometimes where you have oh, laxatives. Yeah, sometimes with these videos, if you have a sponsor, you're supposed to say certain points like, this, like, this beauty cream has this, and this, it has really great anti-aging, rejuvenating things, and it helps. You know what I'm talking about? And you're supposed to pass it through to them first, so that way they know you're not talking crap about them. And if only they approve it, that's when you get paid. That's what I heard for some of these people. I'm like, oh, jeez. I don't. Haagen-Dazs sponsorship, man. They could just pay me in pints and I'd be very happy. I'd be like, I love Haagen-Dazs so much. I eat so much of it. And yeah, I got a free pint out of this, and I want to tell you guys, just buy Haagen-Dazs. Oh man, you guys. Jim, can you see that? Like, do you have any hairy men in your life? If so, make sure you buy this manscaping electric razor because that way you can help weed whack your way through various bushes on the male body. Yeah, it would not be good for sponsors at all. And if I had to read a script, you guys would be able to tell too. No. Can you imagine if I had to read a script like, you remember those like NordVPN ones? And they're like, oh yeah, it's very secure and it's trusted name and things like that. Remember when I was reading about the NordVPN people, I was like, well. And I also recall that a bunch of YouTubers would say something like, yeah, you can, I don't know if it was NordVPN, but they were saying things like, you can get 70% off if you use my coupon code, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Like, oh, okay, that sounds like a great deal, but yeah. What do you think, Oreo? Do you think you could shill anything? Do you think you could? That'll have to be a lot of editing. It can't be a live stream, that's for sure. Sponsor would be like, what's this cat doing? He's not even facing the camera. He's just lying there. Lying there. Mmm. Oh, he's grooming his front paws. The only part of his body that consistently gets grooming, his paws. No, I don't think so. Oreo's not gonna get sponsored. Or my best hope would be Oreo getting sponsored by any cat food that helps solve his pooping problem. I know. Or you know what would be good? A washing machine. If you have a poopy butt cat like Oreo, make sure you buy this washing machine. Yeah. I can't imagine life without the portable washing machine. I was telling Lewis a couple days ago that we we must have gave so much money to the laundromat that we were going to just because of Oreo. So we would have to send like a bunch of sheets to them. I know doing 3 pairs of sheets, the full sheet set, which is the fitted sheet, the flat sheet, the pillowcases, and the duvet cover. If we do three of just the pillow flat and fitted, plus one duvet, it would come out to about $8 a pop. So I figure each time we do the laundry, it's about $2 for every sheet washing that I do, and yeah, it adds up because I had to change out the sheets I think 3 times last week. Yeah, so this washing machine that we have pays for itself. I think I said that the cutoff date where I felt like we would break even would be July 10th. I'm gonna push it back to August 10th just because, but yeah, I rather put in the money and have a washing machine rather than bring it over to the laundromat. That's just my thinking. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, oh my goodness. Oreo would be a great sponsor for those butt wipes. You know how many times we go through those butt wipes? We love those butt wipes. They're really great. I don't think so. I don't think they have anything with a cat on the packaging. No. You know what the problem is, John? Oreo creeps up on the bed while we sleep. So sometimes we sleep and he's not on the bed. In the middle of the night, he goes on the bed and he sleeps on the bed. Yeah. And if he sleeps on the bed and he just, went to use the restroom, well, that's why I have to pull out the duvet cover and the fitted sheet because there might be smears on it. Yeah. So it's not just me being able to kick Oreo off the bed. If we're sleeping, he just sneak his way on the bed. I just hope that this poop issue gets resolved. I can't figure it out. No, there hasn't been any new pee incidents. I'm very happy about that, but the poop incidents is just still going on. And I don't know what's causing it. I know for a fact it's not because I'm giving him his old food either. This is all the new food. Yeah, he has a very sensitive tummy, and I don't know. We'll see how it goes for another week, and depending how it is, I might have to return the other cat food. So we got this month's supply of cat food, but I'm still going through the previous month's supply. I might just I return the current supply that we have. What is it? I like how, I don't know if you guys see it, but you see how short and stubby Oriole's limbs are? Like, he looks like a very short-legged cat. I think it's so cute. He looks like a little hot dog sometimes when I see him. Because he's like short little paws. Oreo, do you want to get some exercise? I kind of want to get Oreo one of those cat leashes. And then I can walk with him around the house. But I have a good feeling if you guys see it, you'll be like, okay, here goes Erica. Look like she's dragging Oreo around. Oh, Kopaz saw 2 cats today. Kopaz is going to be a cat collector soon. Yeah. Well, you know what? I mean, you got to make sure that they're not someone else's cat. Could be. And even if you get a bag of greenies, that doesn't really help because the cat might not follow you. I have a good feeling he's just going to lie down and roll on his back and be like, I don't want to walk. But and then if you actually want to take the cat home, you probably most likely have to get a carrier of sorts. Allegedly, when Lewis got Oreo, he just opened the door and then Oreo followed him up. I don't know if rice would help. I've already tried pumpkin puree. I've tried 2 different probiotics, and they were supposed to. Both of the rated said that they would stop diarrhea. And now he was on, sensitive digest food. Now he's on prescription food. And it's like a single source protein too. And it's actually broken down so it's easier to digest. So I don't know why he can't seem to digest this protein. I could actually try and switch it from, I think it's chicken, to another one, like lamb or something. Maybe. I'll run after the food. Aw. Are you kidding me, Andrea? I don't know how that's gonna work for this cat. He's gonna cry. He's gonna cry like a little baby. He's gonna be like, I just want to eat. He's a big crybaby. He really is. He's cute though. Anyway, you guys, I'm gonna go end this stream. I'm getting hungry, so I will talk to you guys later. And I probably should have fixed my computer earlier, but whoops. I lost track of time and I was talking to you guys. Maybe tomorrow we'll do a stream. Maybe. Okay, you guys. See ya. Bye-bye.